cents. If you want to order that, you can do. That is already limited now. There's also the abstract ring. It's an abstract dome ring, sizes 5 through 10. That's available, $29.95. So both of those might be on your shopping list this evening. Ultimately, it comes to, how do we know what's hot? How do we know what to buy? And Paul, Bellezza, you guys are right there.
Well, I've worked in fashion for a long time, fashion and jewelry, and so I'm always, interested in what's happening on the runways and what people are responding to. And this style type of earring has been so hot. And you see here that I'm holding it sideways because one of the things I want to talk about is the upgrade. Now, we always do sterling silver posts on our earrings, so there's no strange metal that's going into your piercing. This time, we did the upgraded back. These backs, we sell a set of 3 for $25, okay? So these are actually included. Every one of these comes with the upgraded back. What makes them special? When you put them on, they snuggle up to the ear and they actually feel like an ear lift and make that earring feel really stable. We call it a stabilizing back. It's true, it works. Women try this back and then they're like, that's it, I'm never wearing another one as long as I live. That's how good they are. So we did it for you in the large size and in the small size. In the teardrop shape, we have never done these particular sizes and also never with this back. Then the pebble shape is completely new, as is the square shape, although it's more of a rhomboid to me.
We're getting very specific now.
Don't you think I'm getting that geographic thing going on?
Yes, it's a rhomboid. We could charge more for a rhomboid.
You'd think.
It sounds even fancier. I love that. Well, whatever you want to call it, a rhomboid, a rectangle, a square, it is just perfect. There is an elegance and a softness to this. I love that you said pebble. I mean, that's what I see. We're calling it round.
But it looks like a pebble shape. It looks like it was, a beautiful pebble that was formed over the centuries with the water running, in a creek. It has that beautiful organic kind of look to it.
It has the organic look to it, right. Absolutely it does. And you'll see this on Angie with the larger versus the smaller. The smaller is $49.98, the larger is $69.98. I mean, Paul, not to put you on the spot, but these runway shows, the designers, and what we're seeing out there, thousands of dollars for similar looks.
It is astonishing what they are able to get, often in mystery metal.
Yes.
And you'll see a price point of $1,200, $1,400, and women are in line to get them. I'm like, man, would this light your money on fire?
Yes.
I know, I'm a little bit, I'm frugal, believe it or not. I like a deal, and this is a deal. And what we do in Bellezza is we bring you the look of 18-karat Italian gold, either yellow or white, and we make it for you in pure Italian bronze and give you sterling silver posts and an upgraded earring back so that they are the most comfortable earrings you'll ever wear. Thousands of women have written to me and told me I make the most comfortable earrings on earth.
Yes.
I didn't make that up. You guys have told me. If you haven't tried Bellezza earrings, start here because you're getting 3 pairs. Now, it's funny. If you think back, like when these came down the runway, everyone, in TikTok land went, ooh, new, exciting. And I'm like, not really. It was Joan wore it on Dynasty a lot, actually, if we go back in time a bit. It's back,
What's old is new again.
What's old is new, and they look so fresh and fabulous. The difference, if you had these shapes, these styles in the 80s, 90s, 70s, 80s, I guess it was, they were heavy. And you used to call them your 3-hour earrings.
Because you couldn't wear them for more than 3 hours.
No, gave you a blinding headache. And so that's not the case here. We make light earrings. One of the nicest things one of you wrote in and said to me about our earrings is, thank you for showing me that I can wear a larger earring at my age. And I told her, I said, that makes me angry, because don't ever age specify what you can or cannot wear. The point is it needs to be made well so that it sits on your ear beautifully as if you were still a young lady. And that's the joy of our bronze. I have a rule. Our earrings are never more than 11 grams. The large size is just under 10 grams and the small size is under 6 grams. So they're very, very easy to wear. The stabilizing upgraded ear back takes a lot of that pressure off, makes it not pull or tug on the ear. And trust me, you'll be moving that back to other earrings you own and be like, oh, that's a really good back. Just those backs. We sell a set of 3 for $24.95.
All day?
All day long. that's coming with it included for you. They are individually packaged in a little beautiful velvet pouch, and all three come in a beautiful gift box, and so you don't have to keep them all if you don't want to, but you can. And it's easy to give. Maybe you want 2 for yourself and 1 for your sister or your mom or your niece, or go ahead. They're in, they're hot, they're beautiful. I don't care if you're 90 or 19, they're great on.
And I love that the packaging is done so well. Again, I love that you see it in the video. That's how it's going to be presented to you. So it's special. And the value, Paul says he loves a deal. This is a deal. It's a killer deal. It's a steal of a deal. And that's why the response has been so strong tonight. Gold continues to outsell the silver. So gold is the #1. And the small, and even though we're calling it small, this is by no means tiny.
It's 1 inch.
It's 1 inch. You know,
Goldilocks size.
Right, it's the Goldilocks size. It's a really appropriate size for day or night. The big is just a little bit grander for sure, right? It's a little bit bolder, and there is nothing wrong with that either. Whatever your face shape or size, I think you'll appreciate these shapes of earring. So when you see Anne, she's been switching them out between all three, and each one looks incredible.
You see how easily she does it too?
Yes,
yeah, I mean,
effortlessly. Now we're back onto the rhomboid, you said.
The rhomboid, but in the small size.
Yes.
And you can see that, it's not, it's gorgeous. And you're not choosing the shape, you get all three. You're just choosing the size, and whether you want the yellow gold tone or the white gold tone. That's all you're choosing. Remember, they're all made of pure Italian bronze. They all have sterling silver backs, and they all come with the upgraded earring backs that are ear lifters. You're going to love these earrings. You're going to love the compliments you get and how you feel in them, the amount of light they bring to your face. Look at her ear, not a drop of pull, not a drop of tug. That's a lot of look to have no tug or no pull. And that's what so I'm holding the small size up here because they're all together so I can do it. So you look at the square, or rhomboid as I like to call them. Look at all the sculptural detail. They're very sculptural. They can see them in a museum. Yeah. Look at the round, like a little pebble in a stream, but a shiny, bright gold pebble. I wish I found a gold pebble like that. That would be worth a bunch of money. And then we've done a new size on the ever popular Teardrop. All of them come with the upgraded backs that are super comfortable in lifting on the ears. They're all individually packaged in a little velvet pouch, so you can give one, keep two, however you like to do. And they're Bellezza. So you know from the reviews, maybe you already have tried our earrings, we make the best earrings on earth. I don't say that lightly, you guys have told me that. And I am so happy that you believe that, because making a comfortable earring is the most important element for me in the world of jewelry. I want you to wear your jewelry, and you know, the best jewelry you have is the jewelry you wear, right? And there's a lot of jewelry that we buy and we try it on, and we're like, oh, it's not comfortable, or it's hard to get on, or it's fussy, or we don't really quite, and then it just goes into the drawer.
Sure.
You know, we've got this collection of stuff we never wear. That's not your good jewelry. This is jewelry that goes in that special spot in your jewelry box. You go to it every day.
Do you reach for?
You reach for it because you know you get the compliments. You know you're going to look fantastic. You know they're comfortable and easy to put on.
But it's a new classic, and even though Paul was saying that, you know, whether it was, you know, Crystal wearing it in Dynasty from all those years ago, or Dallas, you know, this is a nice, refreshing change from just a hoop, right? So you might have a great pair of studs, you may have hoops, different size of hoops. Try something different. One of the things that I've really noticed about my wife is that she buys all Bellezza all the time, is that she will buy a lot of Bellezza earrings that are simply different shapes, unique shapes, different styles. And they are my favorites on her, more so than a hoop is now. So I love this original thinking. This thinking is taken straight from the runway, though. So we took no chances with this. We wanted to make sure that you felt special, and that you felt $1 million, and that you felt like you were owning the runway. Whether you are just heading out to a wonderful evening meal, or whether you are maybe going on a fantastic summer vacation, spending time with friends and family, when you walk into that restaurant, when you walk into the airport, when you walk into wherever it may be, you feel fantastic. And accessorizing with jewelry like this will do that for you. Any outfit looks better with the right jewelry, and this is the right jewelry. We joke all the time, but Amy Morrison of the Beauty Report, she wears her teardrops. You know, Paul, she wears them like every week, nearly.
She either wears Bellezza or she wears Radiance by Absolute.
Yeah.
And they're both my collection, so
Yeah.
I'm delighted. And part of the reason she chooses the earrings is because of how comfortable they are. I can't stress enough how important that is to me. And I know it's important to you. I know you've all given up on the 3-hour earring. You're like, you know what, I shouldn't have worn those when I was young. They stretched my earlobes and, you know, yeah. These are not that.
No.
These are light and comfy-wumpy. They also cover up an elongated piercing because notice where the post is on the button.
Yes.
So it's actually one of those earrings that also solves problems.
There's that pebble. We're calling it round in the system. I'm telling you, that's my favorite of the three. Don't get me wrong. I do think that the teardrop is honestly the all-time best, but because I've seen the teardrop and I love it, I love the newness of this round pebble, this organic design. It is out of this world. Get excited, be adventurous, try something new with this at a price that does not break the bank and not something that is here today and gone tomorrow. Quality matters, reputation matters, and Bellezza's reputation has been built up over many years. I always, you know, with Paul, I always feel like it's always longer than I might. How many years now is it?
14.
14 years already?
14. But I worked on the collection for 2 years before we launched it. I mean, it was a labor of love. And it's still a labor. I mean, you know, 16 years later, I'm as passionate today as I was when I had the idea. And the idea was that women all over the world should be able to have every piece of gold-looking jewelry they want. And there was a time, you know, when gold was 30 bucks an ounce.
Sure, different
you
world.
know, you could. You know, you got gold jewelry for birthdays and anniversaries and commencements and whatever. It was pretty normal to give somebody a piece of gold jewelry. Today, it's $3,500 an ounce. Nobody gives gold jewelry anymore. Just maybe the wedding, that's about it.
Yeah.
And yet we still want the look. We see it on the movie stars, we see it on the singers and the sports stars, and you know, they're just dripping in gold. And of course we're like, yeah, I want that look too. And I love it. You know, I wear my Bellezza all the time, all over the place, and I get stopped and people will say to me, is that real?
Right, is that real?
Because I wear a lot of it. And I'll take a piece off and I'll show it to them and they can't tell.
You could bet them any amount of money. I'm telling you, nobody can tell. And that's why when Paul does his world-famous side-by-side demonstrations, he does it to really highlight that there is no discernible difference. And that's why you can mix and match this with maybe your gold pieces, and you're in no way fearful that somebody will say, aha, that's not solid gold. This isn't, it looks exactly the same. And please don't be deceived. These look oversized, and they are, but they are not heavy, to Paul's point. That's why they're called the Puffy earrings. They are puffy, but they are not heavy. They are absolutely not heavy. We are final 9 minutes of the night. We are busy. The gold is still the best seller between the two, so there is gold and there is silver. It's the best value of the year. We've never done this before. Not only are you getting 3 pairs of earrings. Paul, normally we have to choose, and that's hard enough. You're just saying here, I mean, maybe it's because it's your birthday. You're giving everybody else the gifts.
It's your birthday. It's my birthday. Yeah.
Your birthday.
Yeah, it is. Listen, if you go to HSN right now, hsn.com, while you're getting yours, and look at our earrings. There are other sculptural earrings that we have. They are all $49.98. Okay, that's the everyday price that we sell them every day, year-round. Today, you're getting all 3 pairs for $49 or $69 for the larger size. The value is astonishing. We've never done the upgraded backs before. We've done that on all of these. All 3 pairs come with the upgraded earring backs. They're ear lifters is what they are. They make the earring hug and stay and lifts your ear in a beautiful way. You'll never want to use another earring back. Those are included. We sell those every day, 3 for $24.95. They're all included for you. You're just choosing, do I want the white gold look or the yellow gold look? Do I want the 1-inch size or the 1.5-inch size? That's it. Do I want them both?
Well, you can do it at this price. Again, we were conservatively saying, Paul, you know, $150. I mean, and that's on the low end. The low end.
That, I mean, we're really careful about that because we don't want to misrepresent ourselves.
Always.
You know, and we always are on the low end. That's just the way we do it here.
Right.
Because we want you to be surprised and delighted.
Absolutely.
That's the goal.
But you know, the reality is.
Look at those on.
They're gorgeous.
You're right. That pebble shape is
the winner, right?
That's really beautiful.
But try with the different options. And that's the larger one, correct?
No,
Yes.
I think it's the small.
Is that the smaller one?
Angie, is that small or large? That's how I thought it was.
It's a great size.
Yeah, I mean, 1 inch is like, it's Goldilocks, but these have a lot of presence because of that puff design feature. They're also very light because of that. The small size is less than 20% of an ounce.
Less than 20%.
Or less than 6 grams. A lot of us don't speak grams, but in the jewelry industry, grams is how we talk.
So, Paul, for anybody that doesn't know this, the time that you spend in Italy, I mean, something like this, how does this come about? I mean, this is a long process.
Oh my gosh, it's a forever process.
It's not like, you know, you decided this 6 weeks ago and here it is.
No, no, no. The first thing we talk about is, like, you know, are we going to do the puffy earrings that we see on the runways? And then we talk about the shapes. And, you know, you start with 20 shapes and you keep narrowing it down and decide what you guys might like the most. And we try to do our best to do that. And then we go to the size. And we try to decide, again, what size will work best in your wardrobe. So it is a process. And then, of course, you have to make the molds, and then you have to make the samples, and then you have to approve the samples. And you get them home and you're like, those aren't right. This is to change, that needs to change. It's a process. And God bless the Italian designers, because they are so good at interpreting, you know, what we come up with as ideas, and they're so passionate about what they do that you can feel it in the jewelry. When you look at the sculptural of this pebble, as an example, you know, it's art.
It's art.
It's art, and you would not be surprised to see this hanging in a museum. Look at it.
Is that still the small?
I think it's still the small. I don't know. That might be the large.
Angie, is that still the small? Is that still the small? That's the large now. I can't tell which is the video and which is live right now.
That is?
I'm just seeing Angie everywhere.
You were talking about her earlier. I was like, she's across the room. Like, the magic of TV.
It's amazing. Okay, yes. Okay, so look. They're both phenomenal. We're wrapping up our today's special encore. We see you, and we are so thankful that you're spending time with Paul and I and Angie and the entire team here in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's an opportunity to get something new. And if jewelry is your thing, if jewelry is your first love, this is a really exciting moment to absolutely dive in to what you're going to be seeing in the pages of the magazines all summer long. From all those runway shows, it's this right here. We wanted to be first to market to show you what everybody else is going to be charging hundreds of dollars for. We're at $49 or $69. Now remember, I've paired it back with the ring and with the pendant with necklace. We're gonna give you the details on those in just a few short moments. The earrings are right there. That's the large size. On the teardrop, there is, of course, that beautiful pebble, which is called round in the system, and those are the rectangular version as well, which I also think are really, really pretty, or the rhomboid, as Paul has officially named it tonight.
Do you think I have the definition of rhomboid correct?
You better do.
It was a long time ago that I learned about a rhomboid.
I trust everything you say. I'm not the question.
Could be a trapezoid. I don't know.
Oh, now you tell me this.
I'm going to stick with rhomboid. I will look it up later, though.
It sounds right. We'll know when we get in the morning if there's a few emails.
Yes, we will know. Thank you if I goofed.
Okay, I'll cut back on the rhomboid. It's a rectangle. 091760. It is our biggest buy of the day, our biggest buy of the year in the world of earrings. And of all the necklaces and all the bracelets and everything, just to confirm, Paul, earrings are the #1 category in Bellezza, correct?
They are, because we make the most comfortable earrings on the planet. You guys told me, and thank you.
That was it. I mean, that really is it. That's the reputation that precedes it. You know you're onto a good thing when somebody buys a pair of earrings and then they come back and they buy more. That's the ultimate symbol of it, right? You get the bronze, you get the gold, you get the beautiful combination of the two, you get the marriage of Italian design, time-tested craftsmanship, and passion for jewelry that no other destination in the world has, like the Italians do. And you see that come to life in this sculptural design, and it is. It's artwork that you wear, and it's artwork that you enjoy, and it's artwork that you won't fear about truly enjoying wherever you may go, whether it's near or far. Wear it and live it, and truly don't have to baby it. That is, of course, the beauty of Bellezza. Paul, final words on our best buy of the day.
Wow, I just can't wait to see how happy you are when you get your pair home. I just can't wait to see you. Send pictures of you wearing them, because they're just gonna change your whole life. You're just gorgeous.
And make sure you search for